What's up, family? Listen, I have something that is so important that I think is going to help you expose some areas that needs attention, right? For a greater good. I think often we hide what needs to be exposed because of fear, rejection, our own understanding, people's perception. I mean, when you think about it, who really wants to be judged based off of what is exposed or that exposure, right? But let me encourage you real quick and just simply say that the more you reveal, the more you become free. So really, God wants you to be free. That's big facts right there. So let me ask you these questions like, what needs to be addressed? What conversations do you need to have? Are you happy? Why or why not? What relationships do you need to leave? How's your heart? How's your soul? How's your mind? How are you doing? See, I'm one of them persons where it's like I care more about your heart than just company, because I want to see you live your best life. And that's what this YouTube channel really is all about, because I want to put something in you so that you can pivot, so that you can live the life that God really wants for you. It's about community, because I want to see you exceed. And so I think this is a consequential area that if we are not intentional about awareness, then we will never get there. And I think in culture context, it's advised to keep our mouths necessarily closed because of the damage that it can cause. But I would ask the question is that, okay, so how much of an impact does keeping quiet cause? And I think that is more damaging than I think being honest and open, right? So really, I think often we're trying to cover up things and with falsified, theologies, right? So for an example, like if I was to ask you, like, how are you doing? What would your true response be? Would you tell me the truth, or would you give me a cover up answer? And I think often we do that, and that's not something that we necessarily want to do, right? So really, I've learned in life, in my own personal life, I've learned the importance of being honest with myself and honest with God. And I've become such a better person. And where I'm at now, there's no way possible I will be where I am now if I had not done that. Like if I didn't have like this principle to be truthful and have that, like the skill of awareness. And that's what really it is, right? When I think about that, truthfully, being quiet and not addressing what needs to be addressed is a complete opposite to Jesus's teaching. So in John 8:32, and these words read, "And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free." Just as simple as that. Right? So if God is as real as he is, and the Bible is as true as it is, then that simply means that God uses principles so that we can live our best life. And that's what I want to tell you right now in this video, is that you are more than average. You are more than just culture standard. You are more than. God created you to be wonderfully made. And so how you get there, or your ticket of getting there, is the ability of being aware so that you can become free. That is what it's really all about. And I think Jesus models awareness. And he models awareness to the point to where, throughout his entire ministry. But because of the wrong understanding and because of the offense, because his truth, it poked holes into other people's beliefs, then they often rejected it. So my thing is, why would you reject something that's going to make you free? I think we have the wrong perception of honesty. I think we associate, honesty with being mean, but I just simply believe, I think talk is truth, but tone is management. So I think it's all about the delivery. And so I just, I am a believer of, you can get your point across, but it's all about how you deliver. Watch this, because people remember tone more than they do talk. And that's what it really is. So I want to ask the question, how are you talking to yourself? Oh, that's a good one. How are you talking to yourself? What are the content of the conversations that you are having with yourself? Because arresting those negative thoughts and exchanging them for truth, that's freedom. So the greatest threat I believe, to the enemy is understanding. So if we understand differently, then we will be able to perform differently. So family, that's the thing about, awareness and freedom and honesty here. So if you want to learn, then you have to be retaught. And so I want to encourage you that awareness is never to be associated with a bad thing. It is always good, but it's very consequential because it determines how far you're going to go in life. So you got to have those conversations. And I just believe that having those hard conversations, that is a vehicle to your next. So, and if you want to move to your next, you got to have necessarily those tough talks, but understand that those tough talks is something that's going to help you reach your next level. And I want to see you get there. Because this is so essential, we have to have it with ourselves, with family, with our church, with our jobs. And I believe that asking God for guidance and leadership, God will give you the words and he will give them the heart to understand. But we have to be intentional about having these conversations. So family, that's all I got for you this month about the importance of awareness. Because listen, God has created you to be great. He created you to be awesome. He created you to, he has a palace with your name on it. But how you get there is really contingent upon how you manage that. So having those conversations, family, and knowing that Jesus is always with you. He promises that he is with you to the very end of age. It can be very scary because it's like you don't know what you're walking into. But knowing that Jesus is there with you, he will give you the words, he will comfort you, and to know and to understand that your future is going to be way much better. Your next is going to be way much better than what was. So I want to drop you with that. I'm going to say, listen, be blessed, have those conversations, talk to yourself, talk to God so that you can reach your next, because awareness is consequential. All right, family, love you. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be good. See you next time. All right.